Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Child, it's almost the 4th of July, which means we almost have an extra day off work. Okay, then that's what the 4th of July only means an extra day off of the work. Okay, now look, I was napping and said, Jaylee, get on the computer. You have a 7 o'clock. No, was it 7 o'clock? Yeah, I think it was at 7. Am I late? I don't know. My point is I'm here right now. Okay. So I woke up from my nap and came around here to chit chat with y'all real fast. Okay. It's not going to be long because we don't have much to discuss, but I just did not want to go off and not do my live today about some things and whatnot. Okay. Now, y'all know to do a few things for me. You know, one, subscribe to my channel. Okay. Share the video. Okay, like the video, comment in the comment section. Okay, the comment section is where you let me know y'all here. Say hello, say how you doing and stuff. And just comment where you see fit. Okay, look, I reviewed Nelly and Ashanti show. That review was up on my channel. Okay, so that means what? It means there's other stuff up. Go watch the other stuff. Okay, my Housewives of Atlanta trailer review was up. You know what I'm saying? There's other things that we got into. Now, I think tomorrow I'm going to have up my Atlanta Housewives season finale review. And I'm going to also review Kenya's latest YouTube video. So that stuff will be up tomorrow morning. Okay, I'm starting to, when I have my premieres, the premiere videos will be premiering at like 8, 9 in the morning. Okay, because I'm seeing better traction the earlier I put it up in the morning versus putting it up in the middle of the afternoon. Okay, so yeah, and yeah. Okay, look, I'm here. Hey, how y'all doing? How was y'all Sunday? I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope wherever you at, if it's hot, cold, or whatever, be good. Okay, I had to cut my ear off because I feel like my ear make a lot of noise with it because it don't sound loud to me. When I was rewatching one of my videos, I'm like, why I think I can hear my ear blowing? I'm like, that's weird. Okay, but whatever. Thank you, Miss Angela NVA, for being a new member. Welcome to the club. Okay, I appreciate all my members who are members and just are supporting me. Okay, I love all y'all. But I love my members the most. I'm just playing. I love everyone around here. Okay, but hey to the people. Okay, hello to everyone. Make sure to hit the like button. Okay, let me gotta pin one of y'all's things right here. Okay. But yes. Okay. I hope it's gonna be a great day around here and stuff. Because why? Because I said, girl, get up and do the thing. Okay. Yeah, King's video was really, really good. And that's why I wanted to recap it. So that will be a separate video that will be up tomorrow morning. Because she got into some things. And I said, well, go ahead, Kenya. Okay. Now look. Luckily for me, I can make my own thumbnails. And when there's nothing to discuss, I can figure out things out and make up something. Because child, I was like, what is going on in the world? After Beyonce situation yesterday, I felt like, it wasn't nothing else to talk about. But I said, no, we got this to talk about. And that's what we are going to do. Okay. Now, if you have not already, as I said, subscribe. Okay. Subscribe. And luckily, I have seen an uptick in subscribers. So people who are subscribing, that's great. So YouTube is not hiding me as much as they used to, because even more comments I'm getting is folks saying, girl, I ain't seen you in a while. And I'm like, well, I've been around here. I've been here, but YouTube is hating and don't be sharing my stuff, okay? But anyway, I'm not going to fuss about YouTube today. Let me get to sharing my screen, because I promise y'all, it's not much happened. It's not been much, okay? But we're going to still discuss some things that need to be discussed and whatnot, and that's going to be that, okay? Now, look. Anna Wintour is no longer the editor-in-chief lady around there at Vogue, American Vogue or whatever. This was announced a couple days, and I forgot. I literally forgot. Okay, now she has been around there since 1988. I said, I was 6. I mean, I guess so. Now look, she gonna still be around there somewhere else doing something else. She just no longer the editor in chief at American Vogue. Look, I think anyone, and she's 37 years in the position. Fashion has changed. So much has changed. I do think it's time, a little bit of time for some fresh new blood, which won't even be somebody new. It'll be somebody that's different. You know what I'm saying? It'll still be someone in the orbit and whatnot. But yeah, kudos to Anna Wintour for being around there for 37 years, okay? And just kind of pivoting sideways and stepping aside for somebody else to pop in around there, okay? LiAngelo Ball. Now, LiAngelo Ball is the dude who was dating Miss Nikki Baby, who's on Love and Marriage. No, girl, Love and Marriage. Child, Love and Hip Hop. Hollywood. They had them 2 kids. He then left her for this girl after Nikki Baby had his daughter. Okay. Well, come to find out, the girl is pregnant. I said, Nikki, you just got with her. I was not, child. Leaving your baby mama who just had your new baby, because the daughter ain't but a few months. The daughter may not even be a year. I think the daughter she's barely a year at this point in time. And you already have somebody else knocked up enough for her to have a baby bump. I said, now what in blue blazes? So I am R. Nicole, said new beginnings. Wish I had all the right words to describe this journey. But I guess if I had to define it, all I can do to say is I'm grateful, terrified, anxious, nauseous, hangry, all of the above. As a teen mom, I was always hesitant about going through pregnancy and parenthood again. If I don't know, if you know, I don't know. I want to thank my daughter for being here for me during this process, always demonstrating unconditional love and reassuring me everything is okay. And for now, I choose to protect my peace and this beautiful energy. Girl, look, I need people to understand that when you see a man treat their former person like not in the best light, don't you be so quick to want to step into her shadow. You know what I'm saying? Because once you step in her shadow, you're going to have to go through what she went through. And I'm like, y'all, you and that man ain't been together long enough. He ain't been out of that relationship long enough for you to be pregnant. What that means is she been pregnant. Because she not no month pregnant. She not no 2 month pregnant. She looked to be at least 3 to 4 months pregnant. Because once you're about 3 to 4 months, you pop out. And so you pop out. And she has for sure popped out. And I'm like, which means you got that lady pregnant probably while still with your baby mama, Miss Nikki Baby. And I just don't understand why. Once I see how he did her, I don't want to be the next baby mama. She just had his baby, and now you pregnant. So how do you know she's not going? That he won't leave you like he left her, because you're not special. And I don't mean that in any like derogatory, demeaning way, but ma'am, you not special at all. Because he seems to have a pattern, knock people up and possibly leave them alone. So I mean, I guess congratulations. I mean, babies are a blessing, but at the same time, I don't want to be blessed with that man's mess. But again, let them do them. But child, I guess congrats, girl. This foolishness. I'm like, why would you do that? They finally called him. Okay, Antoine Massey, who had been on the run for 6 weeks. I said, damn, a whole 6 weeks. He's the one from the Louisiana prison who was all on social media, posting on live. So he's innocent and blah, 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 bloop. Y'all ain't gonna find me and blah, blah, blah. What they found. Okay, he is now caught by the U.S. Marshals. And I always feel like, look, when you escape jail or prison, you do know that when you go back, it's going to be worse. Okay? They're going to put you like somewhere you can't. They're going to put you somewhere that you can't escape. You're going to have more time now. That is insane. But I guess 6 weeks of fun, was it worth it? Was it really, really worth it? I don't think it was. I just don't think it was. Now, the other dude is still free. And child, when I had seen a post, I saw this, and it was like on the next cycle of America's Next Top Inmate. I'm not inmate. America's Next Top Escapee, and they one left. You see the last one left. Derrick Rose is the only one. Ain't nobody seen or heard from since he escaped. Now, to me, is he alive? Hopefully he ain't dead somewhere, child. Because I'm like, how? So once they catch him, I guess it'll be cool. But I'm like, how was any of them still free?
He has been captured in Holly Grove, one of 10 inmates who escaped from the Orleans Parish Jail 6 weeks ago today.
He's in the city of New Orleans. Let's get live to Jonah Gilmore, where this capture just went down. Jonah.
Yeah, Travis and Gina, we did confirm that Antoine Massey has been arrested, and we're getting reports that arrest happened here in the 9400 block of Strollets Street here. You can see there are some what appears to be detectives leaving the scene right now. When we got here, we saw several plainclothes law enforcement officers with guns. We saw a K9 unit. A lot of these vehicles that we have been seeing have been unmarked units with black tinted windows that they have been getting into.
Is Holly Grove in the same neighborhood? Like, if you want to escape prison, you need to run far away.
Moments ago, I did speak with neighbors off camera who tell me that this been going on since around 1 o'clock this afternoon. They tell me that they heard a loud commotion, and when they came outside, they saw several of these vehicles parked into this home where you're looking at right now. They tell us that they heard the dogs barking.
Antoine Massey.
All that matters is he's going back to prison. He's going back to jail, and now whoever house he was staying at, okay, whoever house he was at, they should be arrested too, because you knew that man was wanted. So again, there's only one prisoner left. Child, America's Next Top Escapee. Derrick Rose is the last man standing. Okay. Maybe because he's staying off social media. Maybe because he's like, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm not gonna talk to nobody. Leave me alone, bitch. But again, we're gonna have that and let that be. One other crazy. Now I remember seeing this clip. I think it was like last year. This man was running around spraying food in the grocery market, okay, with bug pesticide stuff. And I'm like, now why would you do that? Okay, first of all, I don't get why people do dumb shit, record the dumb shit, and then post the dumb shit on social media. But for what? Okay, he sprayed fruit, he sprayed some chicken. Now, first of all, I'm like, so you want to kill people? Is that what it is? So this man around here was a TikTok. See, this is the downside of social media because you're on TikTok being dumb. Okay, Charles Smith, known as Wolfie Khalidi, okay, got a whole backlash because it was online showing him pranking Walmart by spraying again pesticides on the food in the store. So he didn't buy the food, go home and stage it as if he did something. No, he went around there and sprayed the shit because he's crazy. And then it's like because he waited about 10 minutes to go back in the store to get what he sprayed, but again, in them 10 minutes, people could have took the food and bought it. And now we're sick and we're gonna die. So he has been sentenced to 1 year behind bars because he pled guilty to spraying things and whatever. I just need folk to stop being stupid. Also, what don't they have security and cameras at the Walmarts or whatever? Y'all need folks watching the cameras because the moment you seen that man spray one bug or spray on some stuff, get his ass out of there. Because who knows who ate that food or bought that food and went home and was sick as hell and don't know why. I was like, see, I just stupidity. Okay, so he only got 1 year in jail. And what was he charged with? I want to say it was like, was it attempted murder? No, not attempted murder. I can't see what he was charged with, but they said after they found out he took about 10 minutes in between time, so folk could have took stuff and left. Okay, Walmart then had to throw away all the stuff, even in that area. So 931 out of food. Pranks are supposed to be funny, not stupid. Okay, so please, y'all, don't do dumb shit. It doesn't pay off. This landscaper is also dumb as well. So he threw a house party at his client's house. He's a landscaper. Okay. Posted was no, it's another one. He posted.
Sit it down. These talk about.
People a big ass wild party at these folks' house who were his clients. They posted about the shit on social media because people are stupid. People are dumb. If you have the balls to go to your client's house because you know they're out of town because you're a landscaper and you throw a party at their house, the least you can do is not post about the shit on social media. Okay? And the crazy part was him talking to the police and act like I'm innocent.
Supposed to be there.
Brown strongly disputes the story UCSO is telling.
I never spoke to them about anything about who stayed there or who owned the place. It wasn't my right to tell them that because it's private property.
Nigga, is it your property? Is it your property?
I didn't sell any alcohol. I wasn't down
because they're saying there was underage drinking.
Nope, no underage drinking. Nope, I bought my drinks. And
he also remains confident that he hasn't lost a client.
I'm just waiting for them to come home just so I could continue to build my relationship and we can move forward.
So you literally borrowed a client's house to have a party. And you're going to say, well, once they come home, they're not there. Once they come back home, I think I'll be fine. It's like, I don't think, sir, I don't think so.
To him facing multiple charges.
I didn't break the law. I just broke some rules of probably what my owners didn't want me to do. But I didn't break the law.
Traffic hazards, loud noises, roadways being blocked.
When they arrived on scene, Lieutenant James May says deputies confronted Brown.
He represented himself as the homeowner, said he was having a party, indicated it was a graduation party. He was in fact not the homeowner. not related to the homeowners, but it was in fact the yard guy.
Brown says this was a graduation party for his son and his son's friends.
Just wanted to always, do something where we could create an income and bring a positive environment for his friends.
So you went and commandeered somebody else's house, do a party there, and when the police came, you act like I didn't break no laws. I didn't do the child. The fact that you.
It was mostly teenagers and young adults. We estimate anywhere from 300 to 400 people were at the house. A lot of underage drinking going on.
In addition to breaking and entering and property damage charges, investigators also charged Brown with obtaining property by false pretenses.
Did you charge people to get in?
We did not charge, but we did charge because of
to him facing multiple
security reasons.
He was actually doing was charging an entry fee.
So did you charge or did you not charge?
So we actually recovered and seized just a little over $3,000.
The owner knew I was supposed to be there.
Brown strongly disputes the story UCSO is telling.
I never spoke to them about anything about who stayed there or who owned the place. It wasn't my right to tell them that because it's private property. I didn't sell any alcohol. I wasn't down
because they're saying there was underage drinking.
Nope, no underage drinking. Nope, I bought my drinks.
He also remains confident that he hasn't lost a client.
What?
Saying
just waiting.
No underage drinking.
To him facing.
Say I bought my own alcohol. Well, even if you bought the alcohol and they drink it, it's like what is wrong with you, child? Michael Brown, of course, is a Negro. Okay, a North Carolina landscaper, literally borrowed the people's houses and had a party. Okay, he told partygoers he owned a house, invited up to 400 people to the house. Can you imagine you on vacation somewhere and you found out that your landscaper invited 400 people to your house? Is it a house party? It got to be a house party in the movie. Charged to get in. Send him to jail. And this is the crazy part. It's not even about him being on good or bad terms with the homeowner people. Anyone who sees him now, I don't want you doing my yard because you steal houses. Okay, you steal houses. You have parties. No, you can't be my landscaper. Okay, no. What do you mean? I'm like, why would you do that?
Shut up. That is so stupid.
Completely. Oh, I didn't charge them to get in. We did charge a security fee.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's weird.
That's charging to get in. Okay, I just can't understand it. In the house, they got, because I think he was supposed to be there to do landscaping. So he probably had access to get in the house for landscaping thing, like, plug in the blow, I don't know, whatever. So they got in the house. You can't trust people to get, child. I said, Negro, what do you mean? What do you mean? You ain't gonna never let us down. No one is gonna hire you ever again. Okay, no one. And to me, this party absolutely looked like it has underage drinking. Okay, it looked like whoever was there, no matter their age, was allowed to drink. Okay, even if they did not bring the liquor, even so if you bought your own liquor, they drank it. Okay, you up and recording yourself next to these people's pool. Did you think they would never? I don't get the thought process behind. Yeah, I'm just gonna borrow the house. You can't trust people. You can't. Black, white, or indifferent. But I'm like, I don't understand foolishness. Now, this is something I was confused about. Now, I don't know nothing about Finesse 2 Times. I don't know his music. I just keep seeing his name here and there and whatever. But I saw this and I thought, nigga, what?
I ain't used to brush my teeth. I ain't brushed my teeth before I got them fixed. Yeah, because I ain't know no better. I ain't know no better before I got my teeth fixed. I was a street brushing my teeth. I wanted some money. You talking about? But when I did better, hey man, quit playing with me, man. You know better, you do better, man. You know, you gotta learn. Yeah, I ain't used to brush my teeth. No teeth run in my family. So it is what it is. But guess what now though? 250. 250. Yeah, 250 on. Yeah. You never see this. Huh? Yeah, I ain't used to brush my teeth. I ain't brushed my teeth before I got them fixed.
I said, what? Now,
Why would she say that? Like,
because how you not brushing your teeth? Now, I was confused because I was like, he said bad teeth run in my family. He didn't know about brushing his teeth. I said, what do you mean? So that means your whole family don't brush their teeth either? Where they come from? Now, his teeth before and after. Okay. I said, it looked like he never went to the dentist. It looked like before he got his teeth fixed, some teeth either never fell out or they fell out and then grew in. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. The gums is real black. Okay. Confusing too. But who says you did not brush your teeth when you were younger because you wanted some money? And the crazy part is to have to spend $250,000 on new teeth when all you had to do from birth is brush them hoes for free. Okay, toothpaste and toothbrushes is way cheaper than $250,000. Even if I lived to be 150 years old, I would have never spent $250K on toothbrushes and toothpaste. So even if bad teeth run in the family, meaning your gums are fucked up, okay, meaning the teeth are crooked, I don't know, it's genetics. However, if you brush your teeth, see, not brushing don't call that. That's just bad teeth. That's bad, all kind of stuff. But you had bad teeth and bad breath? And who want to buy drugs from a stinky breath drug dealer? Most drug dealers look nice. They clean. Those are crackhead teeth. I need folk to stop admitting shit that don't make no sense. Okay, because it doesn't make any sense to say, no, I didn't brush my teeth when I was younger. What? But why not? How? Why?
Yeah, because I ain't know no better.
How you didn't know better? Because at some point, there has to be an adult that said, do you brush your teeth? You know you have to brush every day, at least once a day, if not 3 times. In the morning, in the afternoon time, after eating a little lunch and whatnot, and before bed. And you done put a goddamn $250K car in your mouth, and for what? Child, again, the stupid shit. I don't understand it. I don't be understand. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Now look, I was around here minding my business. Okay, scrolling social medias. Okay. And I came across Chris Robinson. You wanna know why? Chris Robinson is a track star. He's a runner. He's a track star. Okay. And while running a race last week, now I can't show it here because I will get flagged and shut down and all of that. Okay. I just want y'all to go over to see it's on Twitter. What can I send y'all to see it? Because I saw it on TikTok. Okay. I don't know if TikTok still has it up because I had no idea that TikTok will allow people to have a dick out on the thing. Okay, let me look it up. Chris Robinson. Yeah, go on over to TikTok. Go over to TikTok. Okay. And in the search bar, just put Chris Robinson. Okay. Chris was running a race. He was a runner. He was a track star. And his dick fell out. I mean, he was running, and it was just this child. It's a flop, and I was like, what is going on here? What is happening here? Who did that? Let me see if it's on Twitter. Chris Robinson. Yep. If you go to TikTok or if you go to Twitter, go to either one. No, let me look in the chat. I don't want to do that. I don't want to get flagged. Just go to either website. Okay. I don't even know. No, he didn't win. He did not win because he was running, and because it was flopping about, he kept trying to pull a short down. I'm like, why your short so loose? Because he has a big dick. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if he has a nice sized penis and you're a track star, you're a runner, okay, put on some 15, boxer shorts up under that thing. Okay. But he ain't do that. Okay. And he was it was just this. I was like, what is going on? And the fact that he didn't stop running, because I think he felt it flapping on his leg or whatever, but he didn't stop running, and he eventually kind of fell and tumbled a little bit and it was still it was all over the screen. It was all child. Look, he's child running. He's running. It's still flopping. It's flopping all out his shorts. So then it's like a little tumble spin that he do, okay, and he just lay on the ground. At that point, you know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? He won. Maybe that's why he did a tumble, because he won, and at that point he it is what it is. Because you can't. I mean, look. One, he needs a deal with some kind of track running biker short company. Okay, that's for one. For two, he's a fast runner. Okay, but I'm like, it was literally dangling. Okay, just out here. Come on now. Yes, it was track meet. It was track meet. And I said, sir, you handsome little devil, what are you doing? Put your dick up, okay? I don't know how old this young man is. I hope he's legal, because y'all know I'm weird about anyone young or whatever. So I'm hoping he's at least 21. Tell him I hope he ain't no child. I hope. Let me Google that, child, because I don't want to be R. Kelly. Chrisean Rock, Robinson. Track. How old is this child? I can't say. Chris Robinson age. Well, I want to say how old he is. Child, I'm going to hope and pray that man is grown. I'm going to hope he ain't no 19-year-old runner around here with track meet flipping and flopping all around here, okay? And stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna just hope, that he's a legal age individual and stuff. But child, I said, oh Lord, he's flipping and flopping all over the track meet. And I'm like, what? 'Cause the crazy thing is, I saw his name trending, and when I clicked on it, I just saw him running. I think I saw like an edited version of one that covered the meet. And so I'm like, well, he's the guy running. And then I seen an unedited version. And I said, wait a minute. Is that a dick? Is a dick flopping? His dick is flopping on his thigh. I said, oh, and it's loose, which means it's bigger when it's hard. I was like, Lord Jesus, how did we get here? How does that happen? This plopping all about. Again, maybe, was he drawless? Maybe he didn't wear no draws. You can't be running with no draws. Anyway, I just wanted y'all to see, if in case y'all had missed it, just in case you had missed it. Yeah, I wanted y'all. It was I have never seen track meet on TikTok, but that man third leg was just flopping and the flopping and the flopping all on the thing. Okay, and that thing was thanging. Okay, that thing was stinging, and I said, "Oh, well, hello, Chris Robinson. How you doing?" Okay, and I mean, I wonder, but is he embarrassed? Well, I mean, he can be embarrassed because he's 24. Oh, that's a baby. It's legal, but that's somebody's child. Okay, that's someone's child. I'm 43. Hey, I'm 20 years that man's city. So okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, but he's legal. I'm saying he ain't 20. So 24, he can almost rent a car from Hertz, and whatnot. But again, that man, I don't think he's probably embarrassed, but sir, you should not be. Okay, there is no reason for you to be embarrassed. You want to know why? Because that thing was stinging. Okay, and you won the race. So what you want us to do? Anyway, I just had to mention to y'all that man thing was stinging on the track meet, and he won. I didn't know he won until just now. But again, I was like, son, that's a whole dick. This out here, this flipping and flopping. Yeah, anyway, here in Detroit, too loud. Here in Detroit, they said this man died. Okay, they said this man who owned a car wash died here. Okay, and that his last wish was to have money raining down on the streets and stuff and whatnot, and apparently dropped money down from the sky on grass shit. Okay, now first of all, I think this is dumb. Okay, when you drop paper, because money is paper, when you drop paper from a high altitude, it flies everywhere. Okay, it blows where it blows. If you want to do that, child, get a money gun and just go. Okay, at least it'll be in one area. They stopped traffic for it because again, everyone wanted some money and whatnot. It was supposedly, a few $1,000s. And I think it's great, but at the same time, it's also dangerous and whatnot. Now, nothing bad happened that's good. But I'm like, if you're gonna be around here dropping off money, drop me a check. Okay. Zelle me. CashApp me. Venmo me. Okay. Child, I think I was at work. And I don't work nowhere near there. So you know what I'm saying? Because I know that area of Gresham and Connor. And they say some folk was able to pick up a couple dollars or whatever. I don't like chaos. And to me, in this economy, dropping money out the sky on grass shit near Connor can cause chaos. I'm not saying that's the hood because it ain't the hood. However, you know what I'm saying? It could cause a little stampede and whatnot. Okay. So I'm like, no, just Zelle me. Okay. Zelle me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I also don't want to chase no money in the windy. It's a windy ass day. Now, it is hot and windy here right now. Okay. I'm not really running down, crashing, chasing some dollars. No, with the 20s, if I can get about $1,020,000, cool. Okay. If you want to drop $1,020 bills, give it here. Okay. But if you dropping ones, I'm not finna run for $5. So it was great. But I'm like, maybe next time have a money box. Okay. Hey, put a money box on a corner and everyone get a chance to go in there and grab some money. Anyway, folks gonna be finding money for days. But anyway, it was great of him to want to give people a couple dollars around here. Ciara was on the cover of Rolling Stone or whatever. Congrats. Okay. She's always fashion. Okay. She's a model. Okay. We like it. We love Ciara around here. Okay. We like her and stuff. Why she ain't acted in nothing else? I know she was in The Color Purple. She don't want to act on nothing. I think she was on a game that one time. What was she? Just doing some other things. Okay, so congrats to her for being on the cover of Rolling Stone, the Africa cover issue, whatever. So congrats to her. This man here. I said, now what happened now? NBA player Dillon Brooks files a restraining order, okay, against his baby mama. Now, first of all, sir, this ain't my business. What? Look, my rules is look. Once the black delegation steps outside of the color line and goes across to Caucasian people and they get into some foolishness, I can't really help you. I can discuss it. I can't help. Okay. He got a restraining order against the baby mama. Why? Because she threatened to cut off his fingers so he can't play basketball again. And I said, now what? Now why would she do that? That was a little bit insane. I don't know why that would happen. Okay. And so we see a bit of the text right here. I'll have someone cut each one of your fingers. I'm sorry, your effing little fingers off one by one. So you can never play basketball. Laughing out loud. I said, that's not funny. I'm going to have you hurt. Whack bitch can't ask about your kid or the one in my stomach. I'm going to pull up on you. I'm pregnant. I have an excuse. Laughed out loud. I will pull up at the gym. I'm not fucking around. It's war, bitch. Just wait. I'll have someone cut each one of your fucking little fingers off by one, so you can never play basketball. Laugh out loud. And actually, I understand white people are racist. Bitch, you were over there. But again, people be going around there to the Caucasian side of the time. And look, I'm not saying that we should avoid the Caucasian people. I'm not saying that, because some Caucasian folks are great. I know a lot of great Caucasian people. However, I feel like once a person starts saying this kind of stuff, they are a particular kind of person that you probably noticed and just didn't care. Because no one out the blue starts being racist. No one out the blue starts saying stuff about cutting a child. It was signs before that you ignored. Okay, so again, he needs a restraining order. Absolutely. Not only that, you need to get that baby. Anyone who says that kind of stuff, get that baby. If y'all have a kid, I don't know him. I don't know her. But when she starts saying that kind of stuff, child, get that baby. Her name is Heather Andrew. They have 2 children together, and he claimed things on a sour note. It always does. Okay. Apparently, they met back in 2018 in Vegas. Blah 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 bloop. Okay. He said she was sending emotionally abusive text messages and would leak their private conversations to blogs. But during the first baby, like, when did that happen? During the first baby or the second one? Because again, if this is stuff she did before the first baby, after the first baby, why did you get her pregnant again? Despite her behavior, he chose to procreate with her again. Boom. Answer my question. So, sir, you're getting what you deserve. Because again, once someone shows you they crazy and you chose to keep banging her with no condom, knock her up again, that's on you. Okay? You should. Caucasian problems have nothing to do with me. That's on him and her. Save your fingers, but get them babies. If y'all have 2 kids together and she's threatening to cut off fingers, get the baby, because you don't want her to do something to them kids to get back at you. Okay? Get the goddamn babies. Chrisean Rock was at Nikki Baby's birthday party, and folk was getting upset with her because she put her hand in the lady cake and was eating cake. Now, look, first of all, I don't know why anyone invites Chrisean to things. Chrisean comes off like a troubled toddler with no home training. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she gives off, I'm like a pit bull who ain't been trained. I'm going to piss all over the floor. And if I get pissed, I'm going to bite you. Okay? And I'm like, I'm not surprised she put her hand in someone's cake. Now, she should get out. Because ain't we got no forks. Ain't no forks around here. It's just stupidity. I also feel like sometimes folks invite her because they know she's gonna do some wild shit. Okay, they know she's gonna do some wild shit or whatever, and it's gonna just come out on the news or on the blog. So she's an untrained rock wilder. That's it. Vin Diesel was at a event and whatever discussing the Fast and Furious brand franchise. When did part 1 come out? Let me Google it. Fast and Furious, because I feel like I'm 43. It's 2025. Fast and Furious, the first one. The first one came out in 2001, so 24 years ago. Okay. And that was about some street racing, a little family and whatnot. Now they be in space and shit. Making cars, be spaceships and whatnot, flying, all this extra shit or whatever. But the Fast and Furious 10 is coming. So they said Fast and Furious 10, which is supposed to be the finale. It's supposed to come out April of 2027. Now the last one they had, I feel like, Fast 9. No, we did Fast 10 came out in 2023. Why will part 2 come out in 2027? I'm confused. Because the Fast X came out in 2023. Fast X Part 2 was supposed to come out in 2026. Now they're saying possibly April of 2027. Bitch, end the damn thing. End it. Okay. Then he said they're gonna take it back to LA. They're going to take it back to the street racing aspect of things. They're gonna bring back Brian O'Connor's character. I'm like, first of all, the actor who played him is dead. Okay. So, but I guess they're gonna have his brothers play him. I guess. If this is the last hurrah, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's fine by me. His brothers do look like him a lot. Like, and if Brian's been gone a couple years, he can look a little bit different. So we have that. And plus, we as fans know that he's dead, so it gets to look alike or whatever. I don't know, but I mean, I guess so. But Vin Diesel, child, we don't need to put it out tomorrow. Okay, you do not need 2 more years to make. The last one was 2 years ago. It should anyway. I'm just saying he said that. A cute little interview between Monica and Brandy. So we know Monica and Brandy are doing the Boys Mind tour. Okay, I like how recently they kind of made it known, like they didn't know each other back in the day. People assumed they knew each other and was like friends, and maybe feel like it's like, no, we didn't know each other. We don't know each other. And this little cute little moment.
Have been anything you learned about me that has surprised you?
You're sensitive. I'm careful about it.
Yes, I'm very sensitive.
Yeah, I'm careful about it because I care about you and I respect you. I am a straight shooter, and I've just always been forced to be assertive.
But I like that about you. I like how much of a leader you are and a nurturer at the same time. Like, I feel good. I feel strong around you because I'm a shy person.
Yeah.
So, like, even in this moment, I'm super shy and super nervous and weird. But it's something about your energy that makes me feel like I can do this. I'm strong. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's beautiful to be able to bring that out of somebody else. I
said that was so sweet. I feel like even though we think we know Monica and Brandy, we maybe don't. But we may know Monica more because she's been on a couple of reality shows. But even Brandy saying how she is so, like, she's shy, she feels weird. You know what I'm saying? We probably would have never known that because we only know performer Brandy. We know actress Brandy. We know model, Broadway star Brandy. And for her to say, I'm very weird to myself, I'm very shy, but around you, Monica, because you're so strong, that you make me feel strong too. And I think coming from a place where they had friction, you know, as teenagers, and they're now grown women in their 40s, and for Brandy to want to admit how she is this weird, shy person or whatever, but she feels she gets strength from Monica. But even Monica said, I realize that you're very sensitive. So I'm conscious of that because Monica can be very, I think, brash, not even brash. I think Monica, she's a straight shooter. So sometimes that can come off brash or harsh, or you can hurt someone's feelings who is sensitive. So her even recognizing, well, damn, Brandy isn't as tough as nails as maybe I am. So I have to be careful to not, you know what I'm saying, offend her or careful not to like hurt her feelings. You know, so that's cute. That I like it. So I can't wait. Now I am not going to the concert. I went online to buy tickets and I got anxiety because I was like, oh my God, the noise, the people, for me it's just concerts it's extreme sensory overload. You know what I'm saying? And I just know, child, I will go and I will have a panic attack, and I won't do that. So I'm not gonna go. I'm pretty sure I'll have maybe I'll pay for someone to go for me and get content for me there because I can't do it because it's sensory overload for me. So yeah, but it's gonna be great. Anyway, the whole Brandy, Jackie, Christie daughters beefing on social media. I care, but I don't care, mainly because I feel like I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we know Jackie as a mom was shitty to both her daughters. You know what I'm saying? We also know that, you know, the daughter, Takari. I think we know that Takari had it harder than Chantel. So to me, Chantel even trying to act like, you know, oh, woe is me, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Because when your mama was dissing the other daughter, you were still the crown jewel of Jackie's eye. So I don't really care. You know, but she feel like they're using like her story of being this, you know, the kid who Jackie wasn't that good to, and they're trying to make that be Chantel's storyline. But I don't care enough. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll never fully get any honesty from anyone in that family. So I'm like, I don't care. Okay. But let's get to my thumbnail, people. Okay, well, y'all take a little second. Okay, y'all take a little minute and y'all like the video because, you know, y'all should, because it's a thing to do. And we're back. Okay. Let's get into Lil Baby. Okay, Lil Baby. I said, now why would you be around here trashing someone's place? There was a post of an Airbnb owner showing his Airbnb trash. I just wanted to look at this, okay? Again, it's a $10 million Miami mansion that Airbnb's, and he's talking about what was left in the Airbnb.
Miami Airbnb. They were here for a whole month, and take a guess in the comments how much a 30-day stay in a 10 million Miami house could be. Anyway, this checkout was easy in the top 3 craziest of all.
That is so nasty. That is so, I'm cutting his sound off. That is just nasty. Shoes, clothes, everywhere. Okay, just two. Now, first of all, why is your mouthwash and peroxide on the counter?
Lens and white Air Forces and more clothes and hats just thrown into the shelves. Over here, loads of garbage and 1 pair of AF1s in the walk-in closet and 1 more in the bedroom.
The bed not made. Why the bed is it off the frame?
And like every square foot of the house, it was pretty gross.
Look at the bathroom. Look at the bathroom. Why y'all left to leave a used toothbrush on a counter?
Especially the bathrooms. In the living room, a PlayStation controller and these ugly Balenciaga slide-ins. And in the next bedroom, another controller, another 2 pairs of shoes, a clogged, nasty bathroom, and another.
Y'all clogged the toilet?
There are 2 pairs of AF1s in the closet. Next bedroom had some shorts, 4 expensive Nike pairs in the wardrobe, and again, so many accusations. This is what celebrities left them, not sneaking inside the house while they are away. They simply left the stuff and don't care about it. In this case, I even called them and asked them what's up with all the clothing, because one room had a whole suitcase full of merchandise.
I would sell it, all of it, bit by bit, piece by piece.
And more shoes, and if you pay attention, even some bullets on this desk. And now
some bullets? Why are the bullets?
The last bedroom, which is my favorite because it has direct pool access, 1 pair of Air Forces on the floor, and 2, 3, 4.
What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pair of Air Force Ones in the closet.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 here, and another 2 in the bathroom. Last but not least, a kitchen and fridge full of junk food. And can you guess what was under this pillow?
Was it a gun? Not a gun.
Not sneaking inside the house while they're.
So Lil Baby then went and commented and said, "Oh, that's us for sure." I feel like if you had an Airbnb for roughly a month and to leave it in that condition is ridiculous. To not clean up after yourself. Now I get you may not throw the food away. Maybe okay, they can throw it. But to leave maybe it was a deal. So am I the gangsters? It could have been the deal though. I don't know. Because he didn't show what was under the pillow. But why was it bullets on the table? That's weird to me. But Lil Baby said, "Oh, that's us for sure." Why would you disrespect someone's property like that? First of all, I'm charging y'all a cleaning fee, a disrespectful fee, you got me fucked up fee, a never again fee, the you tripping fee. I got 5 extra fees for y'all for leaving all that stuff around the house, okay? And it was weird because I felt like if you were there for a month, it had to be him and whoever else. But to leave this, I'm just like, y'all didn't pack up to leave. That's so wasteful. To leave 30 fucking pair of shoes at the house is so, to have that many pair of shoes with you is wasteful in my opinion, okay? But I'm like, I would charge him up the ass. And also I would put him on a never again. Like I would tell other Airbnbers, hey, don't let him stay because look at what he leaves here. Okay, or charge him an extra 10 grand for cleaning fee. I don't care if you got Consuela and them cleaning up after them, and they even if Consuela and them charge $1,000 to clean this up. Charge them $10,000. If I have to walk through 18,000 pair of Air Force Ones and dirty toothbrushes and a clogged up dirty toilet and old rags and towels and stuff, who knows how long it's been. And I'm like, what kind of to me that means they're just dirty and nasty. It's probably fluids elsewhere on couches and big girl. I gotta burn it all. Burn it all. But him said, "Oh, that's us for sure." Well, guess what? Now you owe me an additional 20 grand. Okay, I need some self-help books on the counter because y'all can't help yourself. I'm like, that is just ridiculous. So, Lil Baby, you're disrespectful. Okay, and anyone who Airbnb with Lil Baby should just charge him an additional $10,000. Period. For a cleaning fee. If your regular cleaning fee is $5,000, cool, charge 15. Whatever your standard cleaning fee is, charge him an additional $10,000. I'm like, it's crazy. I would never. I would be so aggravated. Okay. Chris Brown was on social media because he keeps saying folks is comparing him to other artists. I don't know who they compared him to. I know they compare him a lot to Michael Jackson. But he said, bitch, leave me alone. Okay, he said, I wish y'all would stop comparing me to other artists and saying me versus someone else. Until one of these artists do all this shit by themselves with no help, and the media constantly effing with them, then come holler at me. Okay, I'm trying to feed my family. I could give about the next artist and what they be doing. I don't with celebrities at all, and I'm not welcome in their circles. Breezy Bowl is for the dedicated fans who will actually want to be there. For everything else, I've been overly busting my ass over the last 20 years, and I understand I will never be recognized for nothing more than drama. So miss me with all that, please. Now, while Chris has a right to feel how he feels, okay? Fine. Feel how you feel. I also feel like fuck them people. I feel like people either rock with Chris Brown or they don't. I am not a Chris Brown fan. I'm also not a Chris Brown hater. He just, you know, if a song come on the radio, I'll listen. But I don't, like, I'm not going to go out and buy something of his. I'm not going to go to a concert of his. I'm not going to stream his music. You know what I'm saying? I won't do any of that. But I don't have any feelings about him, but I know that he has like deep-rooted fans who genuinely support him, but he also has folks who can't stand his ass and will drag him until he dies. Okay. I do wonder who he was, like, who they were comparing him to, because he can't be caring about him and Michael. So there must be somebody else they're comparing him to. But he said, bitch, leave me alone. Okay, leave me out of it. Okay, and I will say this: despite his troubled past, his drama, his issues, he is a talented artist for sure. However, he just also has a history of bullshit. Okay, so it comes with the territory. Anyway, Peter, why he got in jail? Why ain't Peter in jail? Peter be around here running off at the mouth. Ain't he supposed to be locked up? Peter is up here, you know, backing Simon and the whole I was framed, I was targeted by Porsha.
I know you all hate when I do this, but sometimes I just got to speak my mind. You know what I'm saying? I just came home and I saw Simon post and
came home from where? When does he go to jail?
That was riveting to say the least. It speaks volume. First time he's actually talking.
Simon was talking, but Simon only went on the break because he was locked up in detention with ICE. So this is not the first time he's spoken. He said a lot.
Now, right after in real life, when we all saw Porsha file for divorce, I talked to Simon immediately, and he told me that he was blindsided. So, a year later, he's still saying the same thing, and I believe him. I also believe he was targeted.
Child, a scammer being targeted by another scammer is an equal opportunity scam.
I do. I don't care what nobody says. I believe that. Okay, and I believe that it's somewhat his fault. And like he said, he was in not the right state of mind, and he's guilty of committed. And he think that's something he wanted, and he thought it was. I know you all hate. He thought it was real, and it wasn't. Okay.
But it wasn't real on both ends, because if he had a checkered secret past that he was hiding, and because if he had, if Simon's secret criminal past had never came out, Porsha would have stayed with him at least a little longer. Okay, Porsha only left because she felt like the money was gonna dry up. Let me leave now to get my money. But again, child,
I'm sorry for him. I know what it's like. I was on that show. Simon didn't even make it to the show, to be honest with you. I was on that show for 8 seasons.
Simon was on the show with his wife the first time, family. So he made it on the show.
And my divorce wasn't crazy and ridiculous as what's going on right here in this situation.
His divorce with Fallon was crazy as well. So it's just not his divorce with Porsha that's messy. His last one was messy too, because he left the wife for Porsha, not for Porsha. He was still in that marriage while getting with Porsha.
Okay. I had a conversation with my ex-wife, and at the end of that conversation, I remember the date, May 8th, 2016. At the end of that conversation, what I said is that if we're not going to be together, I'm going to get in my car and drive to Charlotte, and I'm never coming back. After 4 hours of deliberation, as I put it, I didn't see nothing working out, so I got in my car, drove to Charlotte, and never went back.
Because it was over.
He thought it was real. Okay. It was as simple as that. I even went on Wendy Williams show because, the men don't have no voice on these platforms, so we'll get crucified.
Every man on that show be saying shit that we get that. Ralph had a whole confessional. Okay. You had more of a voice on the show than Cynthia. They told you stop being in women's business, Patricia, because you was always very boisterous and opinionated about what was going on with the women.
So I went on Wendy Williams show, and Wendy gave me the grace last show of her season for me to have a voice. And I let everybody know I didn't want none from this divorce. Okay. When Cynthia and I was together, I take 15 to 20%. She keep the rest. Okay. I give her back in taxes on a project that didn't work out for me. So we filed taxes together. She got it back. Okay.
You didn't want nothing from Cynthia because you knew it would make you look like an asshole. I think because he's Jamaican, he doesn't want anything from Cynthia. But I think he also didn't want Cynthia letting us know how bad his finances was.
People don't know mathematics. I do. Okay, but anyway, I didn't want it to be messy. Bravo didn't even know for like several months that I wasn't in this household. I live in Charlotte. I never went back. Okay, and I wish her the best. Okay. And everybody can see how that turned out. I'm good. I hope
you regret.
Peter attention. Peter like, look, I'm gonna go to prison. My restaurant's closing. What am I? What I'm gonna do? I don't know. I'm friends with other scammers. Because if you said that Simon told you earlier on, he felt like he was taken advantage of, but he helped. But Peter, just go to jail. Go serve your time. And Peter really wants to be back in the Bravo universe in some kind of way. Maybe he wants like a man, the ex-husbands of the wives show. He wanted to be him, Apollo, Simon, Ralph, Cordell Stewart. I don't know, but I'm like, sir, get out of my face. Okay, we don't care. What else? I'm gonna do Diddy. I did Lil Baby. I did him. It's a few Diddy things. I forgot last days ago. Diddy and his son. Okay, his oldest son. Well, not no, his oldest biological son, because Quincy is the oldest generally. Okay, but him and Justin, another lawsuit. Okay, a lady said that back in 2017, she round here. Okay, and it was a masquerade mass grape of her. Okay, I said, child, we supposed to get. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a verdict Monday or Tuesday. This came out, I think, on Friday. That this lady is suing both Justin Combs and Diddy because she's saying that she was lured to LA and she was gang raped by multiple people. Okay, allegedly including Diddy. They met on Snapchat or whatever, sent some naughty photos to each other. She then flew out. Okay. She claimed that she was interested in working in the entertainment industry. Justice said, I can help you. I got some connections. I'm Diddy's son. Okay. She got to LA, got to the hotel, Beverly Hills Mansion, met Justin. The first night went well. They hung out relaxed, but the next night was different. She claimed Justin offered her some poppers, some marijuana. She thinks they were laced or whatever. She also had some alcohol. She went on to consume a few other party favorites. See what she was offered. Again, we also have this. We don't do drugs with strangers because they're crazy. Okay. She took the little party favorites from the people or whatever. She then claimed 3 men showed up in masquerade masks. One allegedly being Diddy. Okay. She said, I recognize him from his stature and his mannerism. And Diddy also has like a, Diddy body. If you know Diddy, because he's been around here before, you know what he look like. Okay. She said Justin referred to him as Pops after the men in masquerade masks arrived. She was taken upstairs and told, you better let this happen or else. From there, she claimed the 3 men took turns orally and anally taking her. She was incapacitated. She said it lasted from Saturday night to midday on Sunday. And then on Monday, she was dropped off at the airport. She claimed she spoke with Justin after the assault. He allegedly told her, he held off her head and promised her to connect with a job in television, but it went nowhere. So now she's suing. Again, child, all these kids, because there was also, it was also an allegation about Dirt Diddy and Christian. So I feel like, again, it's only an allegation. It's only an allegation. It's a complaint of allegation of a situation or whatever. So we'll see where it goes. I'm like, it's always child and another one. Okay. This one, some man saying in 2021, Diddy assaulted him. And I also want to say this to people suing Diddy. Sometimes the accusation feels like it's a joke when they add extra stuff. The fact that this person said, oh, they said to me, you're going to get some of that Diddy love. I'm like, Diddy love? I'm like, sometimes that sounds fake. Okay? It sounds fake. Now, this man is represented by Tony Busby. So he went to a party for Diddy in 2021 after meeting so far in LA at LA gas station. Again, why y'all was Diddy so desperate for dick? Was Diddy so desperate for dick that he had chauffeurs meeting strangers at gas stations and bringing them back to that seems shy. I'm a regular person and I'm not bringing a person up. That is so weird to me. Anyway, say he met a chauffeur at an LA gas station. They then went to this party. He said, oh, leave your phone in the car. He said once inside, Adams says, because his name was Brandon Adams. Adams said he saw several celebrities, but instead of interacting, he had drinks that made him dizzy. He said he fell unconscious after finding an unoccupied bedroom. And when he woke up, there was a hand under his belt. He said he asked, what's going on? What's happening? He said the response was, you're about to get that Diddy love. Adam says he was rolled over on his side and the male voice said, don't worry, you're about to get a great massage. He claimed once he turned his back, he was, Diddy took the booty. Okay. He tried to stop the assault, but Diddy grabbed him by his neck and mentioned the details of his ID as a threat, like, I know your name, your address. Okay. He said once it was done, he said Diddy left the bedroom and he was left with a vile sensation. After trying to confront Diddy at the party, Adam said security stopped him and told him he could leave nightly or the hard way. He claims he just left after they had him sign an NDA. After leaving the party, he says he was arrested for DUI, which he says to due to the drugs he did not know he took. Look, if Diddy really around here saying to people, you finna get that Diddy love, that is so creepy. Oh, you're right. He was getting folks off Craigslist. Just desperate for dick. You can't be that desperate for the dick. It's crazy. At this point, anything is possible. I wasn't there. When anything is possible, but if Diddy was really saying up, you finna get that Diddy love. I'm like, now why would you say that? That's just weird. Diddy love, what does that mean? What does that mean? And we had the whole closing arguments of this case, and Diddy's lawyers like, look, he's a swinger. He's a swinger, he's an abuser, he's a sexual deviant, okay? But that's not illegal. That's not illegal. I really can't wait to see the verdicts because it can literally go either way. I just hope justice is served, one way or the other, because I just don't understand. I would be completely shocked if he's found not guilty on all counts. I would say that. So I'm anticipating what will happen in court on Monday. Rihanna. Now look, y'all know Rihanna daddy passed away recently. Her father passed away. I think it's like a week or two ago that he passed away. So I was very happy to see her out and about with her beautiful pregnant belly, her man and stuff. But she's in the news. She plays Murphy in the new Spur movie. So to see her out and about was amazing, because I feel like when you lose a person or your daddy, whatever, that shit is depressing. You know what I'm saying? So to see her out and glowing and her being happy and Rocky, and the fact that she has been happily with Rocky, A$AP Rocky, and folk did not like them as a couple before, but she looks gorgeous. Okay, pregnant belly and all. I saw her on one red carpet and asked her, is it a girl this time? I don't know. So she looks gorgeous. Okay, gore in the just around here. And I'm happy she has something to help distract her from, a sad time. Again, I don't know her relationship with her dad, but I feel like they were like at least cool and whatnot. And she's very pregnant. So the stress of a pregnancy, the death of a family member or whatever, and also having to work and whatnot, it can be a lot. Okay, so I'm happy for her. And I'm like, we don't see her out as much. So that's great as well. Will I go see the new Smurf movie? I mean, I might go see it. I might. Okay. Now she was out at a couple of events because even that they was also in there. They were there for Paris Fashion Week with their. I think that's that's Riot. That's their 1-year-old son. I feel like he be looking like, what the fuck y'all want? Like, who are these people? Why are they cameras? Why are we here? He has a very expression filled face. And so I'm like, it's so cute. But again, happy to see her out and about, baby bumping and all, with the little baby. I'm like, he like, why y'all here? Get out my face. I don't want y'all around me. I don't like y'all. Okay. It's just cute. You know what I'm saying? And it's enough bush going on in life. I'm like, no, let's show something fun and cute. A little baby at the fashion show who wants his juice. What I do hate is the photographers taking all these pictures of the baby with those bright lights. You're gonna blind that little boy. Okay, stop flashing the flashes in front of that baby face. Stop doing that. Okay, now they were at ASAP Rocky show here. Why he came and got a son. But again, good times, even in bad times and hard times. Okay. But see, like, why am I here? What's going on? Is there music? So it was cute. Anyway, I like Rihanna. I love Rihanna. And I love her little family. These itty bitty, pictures of her life is great. Right now, I need some more lipstick, Rihanna. I need you to put out some more Fenty Beauty. I love the red. I love the red. Can we get a blue? I would like a blue. I want some blue. Anyway, yeah. Now, lastly, I want to get to Beyonce, and then we're done. Okay. No, she's pregnant again. She's pregnant again. They had the 2 boys, and now she's pregnant with the 3rd baby. So, yeah. A whole new baby. Oh, I forgot. No, with the girlfriends. My girlfriends. Now, I seen Tracy Ellis Ross post this, on the set. And like with Pattern, and we seen her with Golden, with Jill Marie, and also with Persia. I said, "Oh my God, are they doing? What's going on? It's a Girlfriends reboot. Oh my God, it's a Girlfriends reunion. What is happening? What is going on?" And we did not know what was happening, but seeing the girls together in one space was amazing. I feel like, this is a great stepping stone to letting studios, streaming services, or whatever know we want a girlfriend show. We need, like, child. I watch, the Sex and the City reboot, and just like that on HBO Max, and we absolutely need a girlfriend series. Them now, they're older now. You know what I'm saying? Where'd Jabari at? You know what I'm saying? Is Maya grandmama? Does Lynn have a job? Did Tony ever come back to LA? Did her and Joan make up? Okay, where is Darnell? You know what I'm saying? I just really want to see it. And they did a commercial for Pattern. And it was so cute because, Tracy has all these products for Pattern. And having the girlfriends come, child. And I'm not playing the audio because I don't want to get flagged. But it was cute.
Lay down.
Is that a thirst trap?
Relax. I got this. Curling iron.
Wait, I didn't know you had a curling iron too.
Yeah, we do.
Look at that.
Pattern's got something for everybody.
It was so cute. And to me, it's a great way to, again, get the juices flowing. Like, hey, we need a girlfriend reunion. We need a girlfriend's reboot. We need it. But I don't want it on BT Plus. I don't. I wouldn't mind an HBO version. I want it to be, and I want it to be either on Paramount Plus, Hulu, or HBO Max, because they don't cancel stuff quickly. And I'm telling you, if a girlfriend reboot come, it would be so great. But again, seeing them all together for this commercial was great too, because it's just like it's a long time in the making. In the sense that I love it. Now, lastly, for real, this time, Beyonce. Child, I said, now what in blue? Girl, I was in the kitchen washing dishes. Okay. And I have found a live stream of Beyonce concert of her night one in Houston. And I was like listening, but not really watching or whatever, because it was around the end of the concert. And I heard 16 Carriages, you know, and I heard a girl saying, "What is going on?" And I still didn't look over it. And then I heard Beyonce say, "No, stop, stop." I said, "Stop, what happened?" I said, "Oh my God, the car is sideways. Lord Jesus Christ." Now, y'all know Beyonce has been on tour for, at this point, a couple months. She's had many shows and stuff. She's never had an issue with the flying car or the horseshoe. And while she was, being taken around, the car, like, ever so slightly, this was going sideways. And I was like, they're going to drop Beyonce. And the crazy part was, depending on where you were, because I saw many angles, and that if you may not have noticed how slanted the car was, and in the car there's nothing for her to hold on to except the cords, then she is belted to the car. So even if the car would have fully tilted, she would have been dangling and hanging because her body was harnessed to the car. So that's so that she don't fall out. I was like, oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. And as it was fully slanted. And what aggravated me the most was, as she's being lowered down, like once she said stop, and you then see them kind of making space in the thing to lower her down. I'm like, would y'all shut the fuck up? Okay, can y'all be cool? You see, she's harnessed in onto so she don't fall from the car, and she was still singing. At first, she was still fully like trying to stay calm. I think because then the car stopped, and the car stopped in midair and just slowly tilted. You can tell that the cord it was just going. And I'm like, bitch, if y'all drop Beyonce out of the sky, who we gonna sue? Who we gonna sue? Because when she came up out the bottom of the thing, I won't say it was a different angle. When she came from out the floor, the car was even. It wasn't until once she was going around the car, like it was not more than 60 seconds from when she started going and the car was sideways. But everyone in the audience shot. It was for me, it was aggravating. And Beyonce is funny because she posted the goddamn, hold on. Because she posted the damn picture. So when Beyonce posted the picture of it being sad, I said, girl, it's going crazy. But what aggravated me the most was people who were yelling and screaming, Beyonce! I'm like, bitch, be quiet. Calm down. Stop waving. Like, this is an emergency. Okay. And the fact that Beyonce still had to stay professional and she didn't freak out. And I'm sure that once she got backstage and it was over again, it was the second from last song. So they lowered her down and then walked her through the crowd, and she walked up on stage. She did a little bit more of the sitting character than she did Amen. But I was like, first of all, someone is gonna get fired. Whoever did not notice, now thank God this did not happen with the horse. She did a horse earlier that night, and that was no issue. But I'm like, girl, but I need people to stop fanning out over Beyonce in these kinds of moments. You know what I'm saying? You had some folk who are directly under her that at the car was tilting. You saw them like, okay, we got to catch Beyonce. We had to catch her in the car. Because I think we felt like the car was going to fall with her in it. And I think she felt the car because she was then having to hold on to not fall out. And I think her thought process probably was as well, if a car falls, it's going to fall on people. So this could not only hurt me, it can hurt people under me. And so there was another angle. I think I have it. Another angle where you seen security and the staff of the venue like clearing the way out, because again, they were above people. They were above people. And then as they lowered it down, them having to pull the car down to level it out and then get her out the car. And the whole time she just kept smiling. But you can tell she was nervous. But again, it's like, what can you do? I'm up in the air. I'm up. And I think when you watch some footage back and the camera's on her face, you can see her looking at the car. I think she was trying to like signal to like, y'all don't see this? Y'all don't see this? Like, y'all don't see this? And I think no one, because again, she was only up in the air before she said stop for maybe a minute. So it wasn't a long thing. And I think no one knew how crazy it was until she said stop. Meaning, come get me, bitch. Stop. That's probably her safe word. Stop. Meaning, come get me. And I'm just happy that that could have been a catastrophe. This absolutely could have been a catastrophe. Now, Parkwood, with her company, put out a statement saying, in Houston, at NRG Stadium, a technical mishap caused the flying car, a prop Beyonce used in the circle of the stadium, to see her fans close. It tilted. She was lowered, and no one was injured. The show went on without incident. And it did, because even after she got down, walked to the stage, she finished her songs, 2 more songs, and she went home. But again, thank God she wasn't hurt. Thank God no one below her was hurt, because if the cable had snapped, it would have hit the people up under her. She would not have been able to get out, because again, she's tethered to the car. You know what I'm saying? And then folks who was up under I'm like, why would y'all not move? Get the fuck out the way. So it was very scary, because, again, the car is sideways to where, and she's only holding on to the rope. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of crazy, child. But anyway, Beyonce's safe now. She's safe and we love her. But I said never again. But again, she's been on tour this whole time and there hasn't been any issues. So I don't feel like, okay, Beyonce, don't use the car anymore, because it was a technical issue. You know what I'm saying? That can happen on anything. So we will, because she has a show tonight that probably be on in a minute. But child, I said, bitch, why would y'all do that? But it shows how much of a professional she is and how great she is. Because again, even her breath control singing, wow, you can tell she was nervous. And even when she said stop, you kind of see her kind of trying to steady her breathing, because I'm just up in the air. And if this rope, because I think no one knew what the issue was, just the car's tilting. So if it falls, you know what I'm saying? I think so many thoughts going through. And, we did see Julius, of course, who was right down there below waiting to get her. We see Mama Tina run through whatever. I'm sure Mama Tina, Julius, Jay, Blue was like, the fuck? And why in my hometown, hoes? Y'all couldn't keep me safe in my hometown? So we shall see. Anyway, I'm happy she's safe. But guess what, y'all? That's it. Okay. Great time had today, a little hour and a half and whatnot. I told y'all before there was other content up. So if you have not seen my Nelly and Ashanti review of the show or anything else I did, go ahead and go and watch those things. I will have a review of Kenya's latest YouTube video up tomorrow morning. I will have my review of the Housewives of Atlanta finale up tomorrow morning and stuff. But yeah, wrong button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But I'll talk about tomorrow. I gotta go. Bye.